Hey guys, welcome back to the Blue Tiger Poker 10K Challenge weekly update. So in this episode, we have finally going to be announcing, finally in this episode, try that one more time. Finally in this episode, we are going to be announcing we have finally broke the 8K mark in the 10K Challenge. So super stoked about that one. Couldn't be more happier. Well, I could. We could be finished with the 10K. Let's see. What else we got going on? We'll be hitting some of the poker news this week. And as always, we'll be bringing you... And every week, we bring the weekly blow-up in. And it looks to be a reoccurring theme from last week. So, just a different table game, it appears, on that one. So... David sent this one in, so appreciate it, David, and we'll be getting to that later in the show. So for the numbers of the 10K for this last week, I was able to put in about 5 hours worth of play, smashed it during that 5 hours. We had a win rate of around $92 an hour. So the winnings was 467. And had a crazy win rate, crazy return on investment of 51%. So very good. But as we all know, you'll put in the good week, and there will be a week somewhere this month. I'm sure there'll be a week sometime this month that we'll have where our numbers are down a lot smaller. So this just kind of offset that. So coming right out of the gate, it was nice, and also getting over that getting to the 8K mark in the 10K challenge. So speaking of that, so we are at 8,400. Golly, I'm just having a rough show today. $8,142. So again, we're 81% complete, 19% to go. If you want to do the math there, hopefully I didn't confuse anybody. If it did, then I feel for you. I don't know if poker is going to be your thing, but again, 19% more. So hopefully we'll get this done by the end. And by the end of the summer, we hope to have this all wrapped up and look at some other kind of challenge at that time. So you would think with the WSOP going on that I wouldn't have much in poker news to talk about because I'm just not going to really get into the WSOP. There's tons of websites that'll take care of that for you. There's the WSOP.com. Come on. WSOP.com. Come on. But, I want to focus on laws and regulations and, the online poker itself. So, as brought to you last week, Locke had purchased Caked and was starting their own network. That was done and moved over on June 1st. So, from that, Merge was kind of also doing a network upgrade themselves. And during that, it looks like they've had quite a few little bugs to work out, I guess is the way to put it. So they're kind of suffering right now from a little bit of unplanned stuff from that upgrade. And again, you got the Lock. So they moved over and started. Lock moved over and started purchase. So Lock moved over and purchased Cake and started their own network and rebranding it the Revolution Poker is what they're going to be calling it. And in doing so, they're offering 36% rake back. And they have a crazy 200% sign-up bonus for new accounts on that. So if you guys do not have an account with Lock, very simple. Go to BlueTigerPoker.com, click on the rake back page. It'll have Lock in there as well as a bunch of other poker sites. And you can go ahead and sign up. It's very simple. You click on the link after you've cleared out your cookies. It kind of explains it all. So once you click on the Lock, scroll down to the bottom, it gives you the full instructions of how to get everything set up so you can earn the rake back. And if you're playing on one of those sites and you're not getting, it's just lost money. You're getting back 36%. Come on. That's awesome. You're getting a third of your money back pretty much. So yeah, click on that, get it locked up. I did the same thing. Once they moved over, I signed up through my own rakeback account thing and signed up. Now, I have not put money on there because I've been following 2+2 this last few days with Lock and kind of seeing, and there's been some issues and with the changeover, and so I'm letting that pan out a little bit. So I've got my rate back locked in, and the new bonus, because I haven't deposited anything on their site yet, I haven't used any kind of bonus thing, so I'm not going to lose their bonus for new players and getting 200% of the bankroll. And one other thing that's kind of left out in the going is when Lock and Carbon had some of their accounts with fraud on it, and that's kind of left out, not much going on. But the good thing that brought my attention to Lock Poker over Carbon is actually on 2+2 there is a Lock rep, and he pretty much told everybody, if you send me the information, I'm going to forward it on and we'll get you an answer. So kind of that just came out the last few days, so we're kind of seeing how that's going to pan out before I really did anything. And also, with the changeover, getting off one network, getting the other one up and running, it's just they're in that legit. Listen at me. They're in the they're kind of in limbo right now for what's going on with them. So kind of letting that pan out before I really did anything, got any money tied up. Now, it looks like if you're going to get money on there, the option for United States players is going to be Western Union. Looks to be like pretty quickly get you money on there in a day. And if you want to get it out, it looks like it's going to be anywhere from a day to 3 or 4 days to get you money, which is good. Now, unfortunately, with that, it is going to cover some hefty fees in that. So in the future, once Lock is up and running, I'm going to probably do a review of that, and also hopefully in the next few days I'll be getting a Bravada review out for you guys who have not signed up on that, so you can kind of get an inside view of really what Bravada is all about, and the easiest way to surf through their software and things of that nature. So when Lock actually did that, what was cool is it actually doubled the size of Cake. So when they brought everybody over, so you're going to probably have like 3,000 maybe plus players playing on Cake in cash tables per se. And that's going to be about the traffic of Bravada is going to be the same, anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 cash players on at one time. So the thing is about the same. Now, the reason I prefer Bravada over the other two, which is basically now just going to be the Revolution Network, the Merge Network, and then you're going to have the Bodog Bravada Network, is because of their payout. They have never missed a payout, and if something ever did go wrong, they've always made really good on it by giving bonuses and things like that to the player. So that's the reason I prefer them over the rest of them right now. So, but it looks like Lock is going to be bringing their own cashier to the table, so going to be interesting. I think they're going to be making a hard push against Bravada in that sense, and then they're going to be beating out Merge, I think, on customer service, and of course they're going to be paying the higher rake back than anybody. So it looks like, if they do everything like they say and keep everything going smoothly, Lock could be the new big player in the United States until everything comes legal. And then, they might be positioning themselves up really well to, get a good stronghold on all the players when that does happen. So it'd be interesting how this plays out in the next few months. Besides that, in poker news, that's about it. Again, I'm not going to get into the WSOP and what's going out there. There's plenty of sites. It's a lot of interesting stuff going on. There's some controversy with at the final tables, players have to announce what they are doing. So instead of just putting out the chips or, raising, then they have to verbally announce what they're going to be doing. So there's a little bit of people upset about that. But again, I guess, they want to just show that things are going to be going well in that. So that's about the only thing from the WSOP that really to bring to you guys' attention. But besides who's winning and what's going on, again, you guys can follow on the WSOP. And there's a plenty of other news poker sites that will provide that information for you. And you can also always check out Blue Tiger Poker newspaper, and that's always in the poker library. Click on that. It comes out daily. You subscribe to it, and it'll automatically come to your email, and you can click on it. So, and it's actually going to have updates of what's going on in WSOP out there in that too. So, like I said, there's many avenues to get your information on what's going on at the WSOP. All right. So, and again, as always, I play on Bravada, and you guys can check out the Bravada. It's, to me, the best site out there. Now, it does have the hiccup to where the tables are anonymous. So, but it's not really a bad thing in per se. I mean, and the reason for that is, think about it. You're going to be playing, and you're not really going to know what people are doing. Versus where if you play on Lock or on Merge, you're going to have poker tracking software. That's going to help you make a better decision based on numbers and how people's played in the past. But if you ever went to go play at a live casino or something like that, then you're basically going to be kind of like, a little bit lost without having those numbers in front of you. Now, you know, you're gonna get a good feel of how the game flow is going to be in a live setting, and then, you know, you're going to get out in a live setting and you're going to have some of these people that are just total fish, and, you know, you're going to see them plays from before on Bovada and things like that, because Bovada is a little bit more fishier than most sites, softer tables, because, you know, they're gearing this around the recreational player versus the pro player and the people who play. But it, you know, there's good money to be made on the site, and you just got to get past some of the things that it's not going to be software friendly to the pro player who's just all about grinding it out every day. So again, their big tournament is on Sundays at 4 p.m. It's 100K. Again, their big tournament is on Sundays at 4 p.m. It's called The Big Deal. And again, it's very cheap to get into that thing. It's for as little as $1, you can play some of the things. And they also, once you get on there and you play a little bit, they send you out these free tournament tickets to where you can play, I think it's called the Nightly Draw or something like that. But you can play in those, and it's free, and I've won many a seat just playing through that to get into it. Now, the weekly blow up, again, David sent this in. It's going to kind of go off of what last week's was, with pretty much casino gaming tables. You know, David sent in this week is a roulette table, and instead of blowing something up on the outside, we're actually going to be blowing it up this week in the inside. I guess let's just kind of go ahead and get this one. So let's go ahead and just see this week's weekly blow up. All right, so that was this week's weekly blow up. That's it for this week that's it for this week's Blue Tiger Poker 10K Challenge weekly update. So until next time, guys, good luck at the tables.